Hey everybody, it's Bobby and welcome back. Today is 2 months since I planted all the seeds, and we'll do a quick overshot here. They're all looking pretty good. You might notice some leaf curl on some of those. I'll go over that in just a minute. Alright, nice green healthy looking plants, and they're getting big. They're getting so big, in fact, that I had to take them out of the container they were in and spread them out on this tabletop so they'd have more room. They were just overgrowing each other and it was bad. So I gave them as much room as I could, and here we are. So I guess first off, yesterday I stressed the plants out a bit. I let them go until they wilted down a bit, until I watered them. They all started to droop down at the same time. Leaves started going down and dropping, and watered them up, and within an hour or two they were all picking themselves back up. So they're happy again, with the exception of like these the sweet pickle peppers. They got leaf curl on the top, the new leaves, and let me zoom in here. They are flowering. We'll be picking those flowers off soon, and that way the plant will redirect into growth and not production of fruit and reproduction. Okay, and back here is the other sweet pickle. Leaf curl on those as well. And between being stressed and the fact that those two, the sweet pickles, are taller than any of the other plants, points to them being extremely root bound, and it's showing in the new growth. There's nowhere else for the roots to grow, and the new growth is being affected by that. So unfortunately I can't really do anything about that yet. I just have to wait until I can pot up, and it's too cold to pot up. I don't have room for 25-gallon buckets in this area to grow, and my garage is too cold, so I can't do anything about it until it's warm enough to pot up and harden off. They're just gonna have to kind of be in limbo until then. Somebody had asked about doing a video for my plans for this year. I already went over. I'm going to be using new 5-gallon buckets. I'll go over how I'm going to put drainage holes in them. It's fairly simple. You just drill holes into it for drainage. I'll be using 5-gallon buckets. I went out and I bought all my soil mixture. I'm not using a premixed soil this year. I bought peat moss, I got soil, I got fertilizer, I got perlite, vermiculite, and I have garden tone from last year. So I'll be doing my own mix, and that worked out really well the first year. So when I do pot up and I do the mix, I'll open all the stuff. I'll do the video for it, so I'll show you guys what I use. And you can find online a lot of the forums and websites. They'll tell you good mixes to use and stuff like that. So we'll be going over that. Hopefully 3 weeks is what I'm shooting for, and cross my fingers. Spring will actually be here in 3 weeks. We can only hope, though. This is Ohio. You never know. It could snow in July. So yeah, couple other things. And I believe this was from I did spray. I did a foliar spray, and unfortunately I screwed that up. They got foliar spray and the lights were on, scorched them a little bit. That's almost translucent right there. Oh, hold on, sorry. It's translucent right there on the edge. You could see through it. So there's a couple, brown coppery looking spots on them. Other than that, they're looking pretty healthy, nice and green and everything. So I'm not doing foliar spray until they're outside, because not only did I accidentally burn them from the sun, you're also kind of inviting mold and sickness into your plants, because since they're in the basement here, I have a fan on them, but there's not a lot of air circulation down here, and it could just be it could be bad for the plants. So I'm not going to do that again until they're outside. I might give them an evening foliar spray once the sun's down, and they won't get scorched. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We're far from that point right now. I guess before I close out, we'll show as far as the growth between leaves. I have, for my light, 14 hours on, 10 off, and I think that's enough, because if you can see the spacing between you know, the leaves is very tight. So I'm happy with that. And even like the smaller one here, that's even tighter. That will spread out once it gets bigger. You know, the sweet pickles, they are spread out a bit, but that's a different type of chili altogether than these super hots. You know, so they are pretty healthy as I can make them. And yeah, that's it, guys. You know, 60 days from planting. Most of the plants are probably around 50 days old, you know, the time it took to germinate. So I'm happy with the progress so far this year, and probably like everybody else, I'm just hoping and waiting for spring to actually show up so we can get these guys outside. So yeah, hopefully guys, 3 weeks we can do potting up soil mix video, and yeah, I'll see you then. I might do another update before then on the plants. You know, they're probably just gonna be a little bit bigger, just like, you know, this time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.